Hello everyone. How are you? Hope you are having a good week so far and everything is okay with you and your families. So guys, you see social media personality Candywow and her so-called never was her boyfriend Randy have parted ways. Remember they were the ones that came out with this big engagement a few months ago that was very impressive. They also did an interview saying how much they care about each other and how this was serious. Trust me, I was almost convinced, but I was not totally convinced because I know what these people be like. But it was exciting to know that Candywow and Randy had an intention of getting married. Notwithstanding that, many of us knew that Randy just wanted a come up, a hype of Candy. Because if Candy really knew how to humble herself and handle her talent and harness it, she would be a big deal right now in Jamaica and other places. I'm telling you, this girl Candywow, she has a natural buzz. Kinda like you remember Gully Bop? Because he came straight from the gully to the money and dash it away. Kinda like Candy, because Candy is very stubborn. And even if you're trying with Candy, I've heard many managers when everything blow up on social media is like, even though they're trying with her, she won't stay away from her cumbalongs, the friends them, the naysayers, the same ones them who don't want to see her go too far. She need to be around them. This need to be around them to hype up our moment is not necessary. But it always causes a falling out with she and her manager because they are trying to keep her from coming out herself while building her for her trade. She need to learn that people are not what they seem, and anyone desperate for a buzz, they will want to use her. But what she need to do is when she getting into these arrangements, knowing that she know what it is about, let them put their money out. Get somebody, if I even a half-eyed person who have little sense, for write up something where there will be money exchange for the buzz. And though these same people will be people that you live amongst, and it going look like, oh, you're so hard. What kind of paper? You don't know me from long time, man. And so on. Just do the thing, man. Do the do. The thing about it is that them are the first one for tear down and throw you away. So she have to stick to a point of putting their money where their mouth is. If not, she will always come out the loser, or it will always end up with a big barang in the end where things don't go how it is supposed to go. Because if she now get no benefit and she now get no money, because remember say she not rich, and she now get no benefit, she gonna have attitude, she gonna go on away, while the people them are gonna feel like say them think them was doing her a favor and she ungrateful. She can't ungrateful if you use her and not give her no benefits. How comes she to be ungrateful? Is you is the one that is taking advantage of her, and it's blatant to see. Of course, if she not get no benefit from it and she not get no money or nothing, she gonna have attitude and she gonna go on away, but you don't know how to put her words together to articulate it in such a way that people understand what is going on. If Candy was not so stubborn and set in her own ways, having a good manager would have put her on top with the likes of people like TC and Rebel and Pretty, because Candywow is gifted and she have a lot of followers, and this thing about her let she have a lot of fans. She have a buzz. Once somebody like Candy, somebody take her, fix her up, do what supposed to do and make she look appropriate to match what is going on. Of course, she can match up with anyone. You understand how these take money? A lot of these people, when they never have money and so on, you have to start somewhere. Them never did look so hot and buzzing and all of that. You have to start somewhere. All of these take money. No matter how you can take the worst person And if you put them in a limousine and dress them up appropriately, the makeup, the this, the bling and all that, you would have never believe it's them. Well, the thing about it is that Candy have this natural aura about her. If set in the right hands and harness the right way, I'm telling you, she can go from strength to strength. You can't have people that is as desperate as she is trying to get her out there and trying to create a buzz, because them all desperate just to see him. You understand? And then the people now who have the money who would do that and so on. When Candywow is around them, Candywow too stubborn and you know adhere to rules. So a lot of people who in certain category who could manage Candywow is not going to do it. But I'm telling you, girl, you still have time because you're still young, you're still vibrant. Take heed and learn from all these things that you're going through and decide to discipline yourself and humble yourself and see if you can get attached to a manager that can harness you. And stop looking at where the manager going to get off at. Look at how it benefits you. If there is no benefit for you in there, leave it alone. When them offering your deals and packages, get somebody, even one JP or so on, to look over paper and make sure they see where things are put in place where you will benefit. Use your head, girl. You're supposed to street smart. But you have to can take talk. It's not like real people have not tried to take hold of Candy and manager. They take her from around the crab in a barrel people that would encourage her not to listen to her manager, only for her to come sit and lap frack and gone right back there with them same one who just want the hype, and when it is not given, them a tear her down. And then them same one is going to turn around and call her a fool when them encouraging her to do the wrong, you know. Candy been out of street too long to not be street smart and know the kind of people that she have to generally be dealing with. She should have realized by this that Jamaicans, especially the women, although the men them are much different these days, but the women even worse, they have a crab in the barrel mentality and they will never encourage you to do the right thing to get to stardom unless it benefits them. Don't be fooled thinking that, yeah, my friend them. It no work like that. That is why when the announcement of Candywow and Randy engagement came out, word on the street is it's alleged it was to be a money begging thing. That was what was to happen, because you know Jamaicans are a sucker for a rags to riches story and a Beauty and the Beast love story. I swear most Jamaicans grew up on this fairy tale crap so much as it was the main source of their entertainment. This nothing to something story, nah lie, it can catch fire, cause Gully Bop one was one that catch fire all over the world. That is why most Rasta don't let them children read them story fairy tale book business growing up. It limits the mind and the realistic thinking about life. However, when Randy and Candy came with the marriage proposal and engagement, hurrah, it did catch fire, but the allegation was the next step was to use social media to beg money to fix Candywow teeth. So she hot and ready when it was time for her to get married, and of course everybody would run in on that. So they would be on social media and all over the place collecting money left, right and center, and it was not to be. So as the government got involved and offered the service for free, so right then and there the plan was dashed. From there, so I know that things were heading down a slippery slope, because trust and believe, when I first heard about it, my daughter came to me about it and I was willing to donate, because my daughter, she was ready to donate, because everybody just love Candy. There's something about Candy, whoa, she's a whole vibes. The thing about it that help mess it up even further is that they are not creative enough to draw on a plan B. No, this is where a good manager would have come in, because there is many things I could have think of that they could draw on to continue the buzz. Think about it. Okay, Candywow is going to get married and she's engaged right now, yeah? Alright, let us walk through it. You put it out there on social media. Everybody has think and I say, whoa, Candywow, I get married, she get engaged. Then we, even in comments, I heard people saying, then if Candywow can get engaged and married, warm to me. This is one I say, wait. Them not believe it, but them intrigued still and them interesting to know what go on. You get what I say? It created a stir because everybody know Candywow and so on. So alright, spinning off that, the teeth thing was a damn good idea. You're going to say, listen, you want to encourage them marriage and so on. She young, him young, guy not look bad, Candywow look good. Here what now, them need the teeth. I could help them fix the teeth. Trust me, would have be up front and give my first donation, because when I saw it I was elated. Okay. Alright. They put it out on social media, but what happened is because the government have access to social media as well. Some of them people out there watch. I say, that's why I say you guys are always being watched. Don't be fooled. Watch what you do on social media. They came out and said they are going to sponsor it, they are going to do it and whatever and so on. So right then and there now is like, wow, so that dash we can't collect the money for that. But they were getting little funds now. People saying that, because certain things were done and the traveling and expensive, people send little money to them because they were getting little change and so on. But the major big money would have come in, because the government is going to do it, it kind of mess up that. Alright, the next thing what they could have do then, if them see that dash, we for show you how when people too desperate, they can't think down the line. The next step you gotta do, come up with something else along the line, pretending to going towards the wedding. You understand? Do stuff in terms of each trip she make to the dentist. You create a story around it, because each time she's going to have to go in, because them have to start by doing so much stuff to candy mouth before she even can get in the teeth them. Trust me, if you're in the medical field, you understand all that. Many stuff them have to do, x-rays, tear cleaning, them have to quads them out because our teeth is bad. So it take time. Each time you go, you're doing different quads and so on. So right then and there, it is going to take a little longer than usual. So you create a buzz of, remember that teeth have to done, before the wedding. So it will give you, chances are our teeth thing would have done for another year. So you guys would have had a whole year for go and harness some money from people on social media. Create a story around it. On the life when you get up in the morning, even if you don't live in our hut or in our place and the mattress on the ground. Show how when you get up in the morning, what you do and what you do next, what the day is like. Do some little something like some live blogging. Remember, it's not like say people going to blog and watch the whole day go through. Create every day and create a 30 minutes of what you do every morning and go and put up, because try to prove to people so you're working towards marriage. If the guy try to put out a song, show himself where Candy is there and then go to the studio and do a little, what I mean? I'm not even going to go into telling people how to do them things. You have a brain. And so there's so much buzz that could have created around it. So you don't have one whole year. Let them see Candywow looking better and better in terms of her attire, how she look. Make she get, because sometimes she having some hairstyles them all over the place. When she go to the hairdresser, show she going to the hairdresser, put in some nice braids, like you're turning her into a lady. Do some little stuff like that. People drawn to those things because it's a life story of what going on in life. But when people too desperate and so on, and they're not able to think, these are the things that happen. So what happened now? is like because them not gonna get the buzz off of the quick money pertaining to the teeth, everything gone down the Gaza leg. The whole buzz about it could have been so successful because Candy have a YouTube channel and she could create the buzz and draw people to her YouTube channel that would sell off. Me not ask Christ. But the weakness is the whole thing is when you are too desperate, you can't plan and make good decision because the eagerness for the money was dashed, the creativity died.
Me and her take a snap. But
now we are run from.
me not run from a baby girl, easy no.
You couldn't do that.
Right, that's so.
Guys, the boy want to run. Why?
Where am I run for?
You no should have stand up.
You no shouldn't stand up, hey.
What kind of time? Police a gun, but
You no shouldn't stand up, hey.
Now to hear Randy on social media with other ageable women disgracing Candy on a live was not in good taste. It was so bad. To hear older women talking about the things pertaining to Candy, knowing that they are women too. I tell you man, women are them own worst enemy. You could hear them saying, even Randy own mother was outright saying Randy no want Candy because him have him woman long time. Right there, Randy and a lot of them look like desperate fools. It just proved a point that really and truly them lot was really trying to use Candy to eat her food, but it never worked out the way they wanted it to work out. When you check out the speech being made by them lot against Candy, let you know it's not like they cared about Candy in the first place. Candy was a means to an end for them because they all know Candy long time. They've been around Candy. They know what she's like. And them all basically living in the same area. So them not really have no secret about each other lifestyle. So for all of them to come disgrace Candy like that is because they are realizing they can't control Candy now. And there's no benefit because they're not creative enough. That is the reality. If they were creative enough, there would be a lot of benefits because they could turn lemon into lemonade. I never see a thing I hate so much more than hearing women outing other women on live, going into them personal life when them know so them all live in a ghetto and them know so people urinate in chimney and all that. Then come and talking about how she have all urine round there all long and so that is not necessary. You understand? That is not necessary. You get me? If one is friends to her, one gonna say, listen to me girlie, go clear out the place, the this, the that, whatever. You don't need to come on social media tear down because no matter what, when naga can stop Candywow buzz. She done got the buzz already. And it's that one don't have. Now Candy come out and said that Randy did nothing for her because she still had to go on the road and beg. Candy said that Randy gave her nothing but benefit from having her around, while explaining that Randy benefit off her by getting all a vehicle from money people send.
Auntie!
What?
Auntie!
Shut down the boy. Shut down the boy.
I go.
Anybody can never look for me. Go ahead.
If you bought it, everybody do it. You know, if you buy it,
I'm still come around, come back.
yeah, if you buy it, she too ungrateful.
People talk.
Come on, if you bought it. So when you live in our house, you talk to
Maya lick me.
Yeah. Run the door.
That man not offered it to me. Me never want him first car. Be a man in motherfucker. What kind of lifestyle?
Be a man come here.
Yeah. Run the sweet body. You know what? You know me, I call him now.
Call him that man not offered it to me.
Get there.
Call him when he come in the car. Randy can't lick me.
She ungrateful. I saw we
I'm ungrateful to blood clot.
Wait,
Because boy buy care out of me. People
yeah,
spend money.
run the shackle up in here.
Yeah.
People can say this and that about Candy. She's a media personality. She got a lot of followers. So people come use her for branding and advertising and once they get what they want, they leave. Now Candy realize that most people are looking to come up off her to get some benefit or money for themselves with no care for her. She not putting much into anything anymore. That's why she stay like that. After a while, she just pan off into her own ways. So those who want to say she ungrateful, it's not ungrateful. It's wise up. She knows she not benefiting off her own status. They are the ones that want to benefit. And how can she be ungrateful when they are benefiting? They are the one that getting the buzz off her. So you feel like say if you go around and you buy her a food and you might have buy her 2 pieces of clothes, you're supposed to do it. She not rich and she giving you a buzz. It's kind of like a payment for you to benefit off her. That is why she have an attitude of just crash everything and don't care. But you know what is worse about the situation? The woman in and around Randy and Candy, bitter crab in a barrel, frenemy, haters, and they are too desperate. They all hanging around. So wait there now. Randy had in woman already. So you want to tell me say Randy woman sacrifice Randy Herman to play this engagement game with Candy? That is so desperate to benefit of Candy who deem as nobody. Even his mother, because she seems so invested in the whole thing, she was hanging around there too. If you listen to the lives, you heard the words spewed out of these women's mouth about Candy and Randy saying that it's over between him and Candy, when full well him know there wasn't nothing going on, and his mother in the background and saying that, oh, Randy done have him woman long time and never want Candy. Make it make sense. Was it real what was going on with you and Candy? Or you done have your woman long time and was using Candy to get a one up? That's the thing about chatter. When you come out in public and say all these things and people's ear and what you think, they want to talk mumbo jumbo. People with sense is not picking out sense out of nonsense. You lot can't be condemning Candy. You need to be condemning yourself as well. Because guess what happened? You all wanted a ride off Candy's buzz. Then Candy, she's another one. I get the feeling that she was caught up in the engagement fiasco, like she had hopes of hoping it would turn out to be real, because she should have been done know it was real from morning. Because if Randy have him woman, she would have done know say Randy have him woman already. You understand? But just that the buzz never worked, when all this time it was fake. Trust and believe, I almost hope that this was true. It would have been a wow story. I hope Candy stick it out and get her teeth fully taken care of, because it is free, as the government offers this makeover to Candy after she and Randy came out on social media wanting help to fix Candy teeth for their wedding, which really and truly was a ploy to get money that never worked. But as I tell you, Candy is a girl with a buzz. Candy look good, she shape good, and she have the nice bandy legs. The only problem I see is the teeth. You see, if she can get the teeth fixed, it would be the beginning of her getting her career off the ground, because I think it would give her more confidence. So I do hope she stick it out and don't just make it just flop off because everything went airy pertaining to this engagement so-called wedding coming up. I tell you guys, if you follow social media, it is daunting. Nothing is as it seems. So don't be fooled or get captivated by the whole thing. If you're into it for just getting the entertainment of it all, be entertained. Never take these people serious. Anyway guys, please remember to like, comment and subscribe to my platform, please.